Hi friends, welcome to Yolanda's Kitchen. Today we are making a garlic herb T-bone steak with a side of asparagus and a chimichurri sauce. First, I am going to be preparing my herbs. I will need parsley today, thyme, and some rosemary. So I think this will be good enough. Let's go ahead and pat dry or steak, get the excess water off. Now, you need to take your steak out the refrigerator for at least an hour. You need it at room temperature for cooking. So I am going to be seasoning with some salt and black pepper. You just want to season to taste. I won't tell you how much salt to use, how much black pepper to use. This part of it is totally up to you. So I'm going to give it a generous amount of black pepper. And you want to keep your seasoning very minimal. So salt and black pepper on steak. And then we are going to be using the fresh herbs. We will be seasoning the steak because we want it to sit for at least 10 minutes. Let me just go ahead and place this in a Ziploc. And then next we are going to be working on our chimichurri sauce. The reason we're doing this, by the time we make the chimichurri, we can come back to this and this will be ready for the pot. Now we are going to be making our chimichurri sauce so that we are able to let it rest. First, I'm cutting about a half a cup of fresh parsley. Now, chimichurri sauce was originated in Argentina and Uruguay. So it is normally served with grilled meat or vegetables. So I believe this is about a half a cup. Next, we are going to be adding a quarter teaspoon of oregano, red crushed peppers, and paprika. Next, we are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Gotta shake it. 1. It has a spout, so it's taking some time. 2. Then we are going to be adding a third of a cup of olive oil. And I probably said it, but this is an uncooked sauce. So we want it to sit for a while. Now we are going to be adding a clove of garlic, and this is a large one. My garlic press. Here we go. Let me adjust it in there. I believe I can get some more. There we go. To finish it off, we are adding a pinch of salt. Now we want to whisk, whisk, whisk. I am going to add some more olive oil. This needs to be moving, right? There we go. Looks so good. The beauty about this meal is that it is literally a 30-minute meal. It is now time to sear our steak, and you want to go ahead and heat your pot really hot. Now you want to use an oil that has a high smoke point. So today we're using vegetable oil. You don't want to use olive oil or even butter because that will make the steak burn and it will begin to taste bitter. We are looking to get a nice sear on each side. Today I am cooking a medium steak, so that will take about 15 to 17 minutes total. And we want an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit to about 140. It is now time to flip our steak. It has been cooking for about 7 minutes on the first side, and I am going to be cooking the next side for about 2 minutes, and then I will sear the sides before I add my aromatics. It is now time to add our aromatics to our pot, and I've added 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to be adding some garlic cloves, fresh thyme, and some rosemary. It's time to check our internal temperature. We are at the 135 mark, and now we are going to be taking off our steak. For the asparagus, I will be using all the flavors from the steak. You don't want to waste that, so I will steam them in the juices from the steak. Our asparagus is now done. It is now time to plate our steak, and I will be showing you 2 ways in which you can plate it: a rustic style, which would be on wood, or somewhat of a restaurant style on a white plate. It is now time to plate our steak. First, we are going to be removing the meat from the bone, and you want to go ahead and use a sharp knife for that. You want to go ahead and cut your steak slant. I would give it, I would say, an inch, half an inch. We're cutting it slant because of how we want it to rest on our plate. So let me go ahead and cut all pieces, and I'll show you the rustic way to plate it. Turn here. So we are going to put it back together, separate it somewhat. And for our asparagus, we could add it like this here. So I am just cleaning up the edges. You want to leave some juice on it, but just the edges. I am going to be cleaning it up. And for the chimichurri sauce, I will add it to this container here. And some sauce. There we go. Now this is what it looks like on wood, and this is more of a rustic look. Now that we have the rustic presentation out the way, it is now time to plate it on our white plate. Today I am using a round porcelain plate. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. And more so, I hope that when you make this meal, it will definitely be a show-stopping meal for your friends and family. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.